Welcome to the stream. And yeah, we're in Minecraft already. I've been doing this recently, and I just randomly thought, hey, what if I show you that live? Could be a nice stream, because I'm building it anyway, and I might as well just show you guys what I'm up to. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So basically what we're doing is we're building a flight simulator. You've probably heard of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And yeah, I kind of want to build that. I'll tell you that. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of an explanation what this is doing. Like, this is the main menu. And this is kind of like the storyline. So right now there's only flight training mode. This is how it looks. It's like it works by simulating like a little plane. The user spawns in here after the main menu. Like, we simulate a little plane with the cockpit, and the buttons spawn relative if they're needed right now or not. And in front of the cockpit, like where the screen normally sits, there is like a box. And into this box, you see here, I've got already a lot of presets done. We summon like boxes and include something. Here's a runway, for example. Or, let me see, here's the airport. If I go further, here's the runway again. All the runway. And like, this is how an empty preset looks. It's really just a huge box, and whatever I like, clone those boxes, and I take those boxes and I just put them here if they're needed. And like, there's this little plane, and this plane is kind of like plugged into everything. This is like where the main menu cam sits, like that. Oh, I just see there's a car block. That's ugly. So yeah, that's pretty much what this does. Is the storyline. And right here, this is the animation for the takeoff, so that the stripes on the runway actually loop. I can show you how they look. Like this. So that they actually move when you apply full power to the plane. So that is more realistic. And I have to make it so that at some point it just like kind of takes off, you know. And I want to do it so that after 50 loops it continues. And how I do all this I have got some voice lines here prepared. For example, this one.
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now.
Like that. And I play those via the command blocks. Or I can go so, yeah, like that. And now, if this animation, wait, 50 might be a little too much. Let's go with 47. I think that should be good. So after it has looped 47 times, this basically triggers. And once this triggers, it shall load a little battery, I believe that is the best idea. And once it triggers, it shall also... Nope, that's gonna be a button switch, ain't it? So, just like that. It shall also turn this off, so the animation doesn't continue to play. And then once we're in here, we go like this. Then we take a piston, a sticky piston. Just like that. And then we need some observers. Oh my... Nice. So let's go like this. And once this triggers, this is like the redstone signal that we need. Gonna bring it over here. There you go. Have to be careful because of this piece of redstone here, because that's for something completely else. So, yeah, once this triggers, basically, what do we have to then... Well, like, that's gonna reset it, you know? And how this works is basically, it runs out, that turns off, those torches turn on, do that. And it pumps up this battery so that even after we have started to reset, it still has the battery to finish the reset, you know? And as long as the battery is running, it loops through that. So like I can show you what I mean. If I take 47, see, it pumps them all back into there. And then, yeah. You see what I mean? Like, bro, god damn it. What are we doing now? There's one way to fix this, but I don't quite like it. But yeah, it's not like I have a choice. Sticky piston. But then make it decrease twice as fast. Okay. That should work. Theoretically, it should. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. Because yeah, you see now it's battery power. Oh yeah, that was not enough, was it? Oh no, it wasn't. Great. So let's go like this. But then it's gonna be too much. I know what that already. Okay, let's see if it goes completely through before the battery dies. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's good enough. I actually quite like that timing. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So now we have to make a one of those mad bad wing technologies here. I think it's like that, I believe. Not sure. Let's check. If I'm probably gonna do it with a lever, huh? It's probably the best option here. Yeah, I was right. Okay, I can still do a bit of computational redstone at least. That's good. So there you go, just like that. I think you had to right click it. I'm not quite sure, but should work anyway. So let's check. Yeah. So for those of you who don't understand how this works, it's basically like we give it redstone, and you see here, like there, you see it has power. Okay, shut up now. It has power 15 here because of the repeater, and 14, and here it basically enters power 14. And so it gives through power 14, gets here, and we just get normal, fully powered redstone into this block. So, and basically it also goes here to this repeater, and once the repeater is activated after this delay, it puts power 15 into here. And because I put this on, it's in subtract mode, so we got 14 minus 15. That's just not a valid power, so it turns off. And this is how, and this, it doesn't matter if this is turned on after that, because like once the repeater's on, you have to turn it off and back on. You know what I mean? Like, I can show you. I can show you here. So here we have power 14, as you can see, goes through here, and we have power 15. So 14 minus 15, yeah, that's just straight up 0 because it can't go negative. So that's how this works. And because of the repeater here, it doesn't matter if the battery is running out, because it still gets full power to that repeater and doesn't break. And even if I only give it like a power of 3 here, for example, it'll still work. because we still pump in 15 here. So yeah, that's quite cool, I guess. And yeah, so now here we have to activate the next voice line. This is like an example for a voice line here. So let's take the command block that I've programmed to play voice lines. And in fact, I believe it's voice line 7. Let's hope so. And take like a subtitle example. Because there is subtitles. So let's first listen to voice line 7.
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now.
Okay, so it says, nice. I am going to pull up the nose now. I believe it was something like that. Yeah. Good enough anyway. So now once it has looped 50 times, it should say, nice. I'm going to pull up the nose now. Let's see, by going into the main menu. You go into the main menu, you want to go here, take this command, boop, boop. We're in. So let's click on play.
Welcome to Minecraft Flight Simulator. Today, I am going to be your flight instructor and tell you all about aviation. Let's get started by turning the engines on.
Okay. Turn the engines on.
Great. Now, your passengers will be boarding.
Sorry for the sound.
Today we are flying alone.
Let me check the sound. Okay. Yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine.
Please request takeoff clearance from the ATC tower.
So then I request takeoff. If you don't understand anything, read subtitles, please. Yeah,
Great.
but you hear me.
I'm going to take over the taxiing now.
Then she takes over taxiing. My arm is glowing because of my shader.
To the runway. Here, all planes take off and land. To take off, apply full power using the throttle lever in the middle of the cockpit and watch the magic happen.
So let's put up the throttle and let's see what happens after 50 loops. No, 47 loops actually. And you see, like, every time it teleports back, that's one loop. I hope that works. Please. Come on. Please work. I need it to work.
Nice. I'm
Yes.
going to pull the nose up now.
Okay, so the animation stopped like we wanted it to, and she says her next line. Okay, so now we can.
Welcome to Minecraft Flight Simulator.
Good. So which means this little piece of redstone does its job. Theoretically, there should be no pieces of anything in there. Nice! It worked perfectly. It's actually way cooler than I expected it to be. But I quite like it anyway. Nice. So now we can continue the storyline here, basically. So yeah, I can show you how it looks, the box, when it's empty. It looks like that. See, like, that's the cockpit. And yeah, you can see here it's the plane, and here all the fancy things get simulated. And I think that's quite nice. Good. Well, because she's going to pull up the nose, we have to make more copies of those. So let's... What is better? Cloning those here and then clearing those? Yeah, that's most likely the best option we have. So let's clone, boop, boop, boop. Boop. To here, 4 or 5 blocks. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our command, and if I press enter, there shall spawn some new things. Boop! Nice. So you see, now we have 12. 12 of those possible simulated screens. And you see, this one has this red X because I am not allowed to build anything in here. Because this is what basically gets spawned when you want an empty cockpit. Because for example, if I build something in here, and then I run the empty, I hope it was this one, empty, let me check. Yeah. And then run the empty cockpit command. Then you see it gets put into there, and we don't want that. So let's just tear it back down, and it's gone. Nice. So next up, let's build the screen when the user pulls up the nose. And I believe, wait, should we just already make more screens, or is that stupid? No, let's do that. Let's do that, in fact. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's, which one is it? This one, but with a new destination of that. Now if I press enter, it again should spawn them. Nice. Now we have 16 screens. Like, that's already quite a huge map, ain't it? Like, already, like, that's only the cockpit where the user spends all the time. This is the map. So I think that just shows how huge this all is, really. But yeah, I mean, I quite like it. In fact, I really like it. So yeah, so when the user pulls up the nose, what shall happen is the floor should kind of like, it should look like the user was going 45 degrees upwards. The question is, how do we do that? You know, that's gonna be quite a problem. I have an idea. I really have a cool idea. And if that works out, that could be really nice. So let's make some space, so we can fly through and grab the blocks. Just like that. Even though the user won't even be able to see that, but I could not care less, honestly. So let's go like that. Just like this. And then go one block down. Because I have a feeling that it could kinda look like as if the user was going upwards. I doubt it, but let's see. No, because the user ain't looking like that. The question is, how do we make it look like the user's going? Wait a minute, I have an idea. That could be really cool. So let's clone the cockpit real quick. So clone, I'm gonna clone it from the main menu, cause why not? That's the cockpit that is best intact. There we go. And let's clone it somewhere else where the camera won't be blocked by anything. Let's say here. So set block, boop boop boop, stone, clone, boop 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 boop. Here's the cockpit. So it's really perfectly the cockpit. Wow, I cloned it like, that's the definition of perfectly cloned cockpit. That's cool. Can't say anything, but that's cool. How would it look if the user was really flying? Oh, it would also look nice. But doesn't matter. the user ain't gonna be flying anywhere real. Like, that was the original main menu button, but that's quite stupid. So, let's begin my plan. And my plan is to basically put the user like that, and then just, I don't know how, but shake the camera like a bit, like that. Shake the camera. I don't know. I mean, there has to be a camera shake effect, right? Effect, give at A. What you could do is we could use speed infinite. 255 true, maybe not infinite, but rather like for 10 seconds. Yeah, because that does Quake Pro. So if I just go like this, boom, 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 and then just make a cutscene with some epic music. Yeah, that could work. That could really work. Or we do like this under the airplane, you know. But it would be quite hard to pull that off. No, actually, no. We're not doing that. What we should rather do is just that one simple thing. So let's write the exact teleport command. So TP at A. Why is that not working now? So we need to show F3. TP at A to negative 44.049 71.95641 39.771 91.2 negative 58.2. That should be the teleport command. So if I like now go anywhere like facing that way and I run this command, yeah, maybe I should have fly on, but because it's gonna be instant, that's gonna work out anyway. So let's fly, boop, and it teleports me perfectly. Perfectly. And look, even if I'm facing another way, it teleports me facing to that because of those extra rotation values. If I change this up a bit, yeah, I'm not gonna do that, but then it would teleport me to somewhere else. Okay, so when she says she's gonna pull up the nose, let's go like this, maybe a bit longer, and then it's gonna get complicated. So scoreboard objectives add in cut scene takeoff dummy in cut scene takeoff scoreboard players set at A in cutscene takeoff 0. Good. So now let's make a always active repeating command block. Paste this command in, and here we shall go scores equals in cutscene takeoff equals 1, just like that. Always active repeat. What does this even do? Game mode spectator. Oh yeah, that's also quite important actually. But let's change this from main menu to, well, in cutscene takeoff. Nice. So if I now go scoreboard players set in cutscene takeoff 1. So basically now we don't run any fancy command anymore to teleport her. We just set the value of, so basically in the database in cutscene takeoff, we set the value for our user to 1. And we're here. And you see, we cannot, under any circumstances, move away. We are fixed here. I cannot go into creative mode, you see? You can see here in the chat I change and it instantly puts me back into spectator. But if I run this command with 0, then it instantly stops its actions and we're good to go. I quite actually like that, yeah. That's pretty cool. So, what we do here is we just so if she says, I'm gonna pull up the nose now, it basically then puts the player into the cutscene, you know. And like, that's what we want to happen. So let's make it a little bit longer and see how that looks. So let's
Great. Now, your passengers will be warning that today we are flying alone. Please request takeoff clearance from the ATC tower.
I actually kind of forgot what happens when you request takeoff clearance. Damn. That's deep. Yeah, first of all, this has to happen.
Great.
Shit.
Now, your passengers will be warning that today we are
That's
flying
not good
alone.
at all.
Please request takeoff clearance from
God
the
damn it.
ATC tower. Great. Now, your passengers will be warning that today we are flying alone. Please request takeoff clearance from the ATC tower.
I believe it's here. Yeah.
Airbus A320 taxi to runway 7 via taxiway Alpha Bravo Delta.
Great. I am going to take over the taxiing now.
Then it does this little
This is the runway. Here.
ow.
Take off and land. To take off, apply full power using the throttle lever.
And then if I give full power. Oh. Yeah. I know what's wrong there. I can fix that. No problem. Yeah, I have to make that shorter. Way shorter.
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now.
And we're here. Scoreboard player set at A in cutscene takeoff 0. Let's go creative mode and fix a lot.
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now. I am going to pull the nose up. I am going to nice. I am going to pull the nose up. I am going to pull the nose up.
Weird. Like really weird. Sure, like there's 20 in there now. So let's give it. Like I feel like 35 is already too long. You know what I mean? But 17 is the short, so let's make it like 21. Should be good. No. 22. Before anybody has a stupid idea. So, let's make this delay a bit shorter. Good. And, I mean, we should stop the animation earlier, theoretically. No, later. Yeah. I don't really care. I'm gonna tell you that.
Airbus A320 request taxi to runway 7. Airbus A320 taxi to runway 7 via taxiway Alpha Bravo Delta.
Great. I am going to take over the taxiing now.
We're up here.
This is the runway. Here, all planes take off and land. To take off, apply.
We should be applying full power already, right? No. On second thought, no, we absolutely are not. To apply full power, in fact, we have to do this. Yeah, now it's looping again. That's so weird, but funny.
I'm going to pull the nose up now.
And we're here. Nice. Okay, that works. Let's goddamn turn off that engine. But first, so we actually earn ourselves the engine turn off, let's close this little gap that has been blinking there, which just shows that it's really what is here. Here, the next time it's loaded, it really applies those changes, you know. That's quite funny. So let's go play. Creative mode, spectator mode. Good.
Welcome to Minecraft.
Next up, we have to find ourselves a working, you know, soundtrack to use. So let's go royalty free music, I guess. Yeah, you're gonna see my screen soon. Trust me. Let's listen to some. No. So I need like action maybe. Let's see. Pulse of Time, what's this? God damn. Oh. No. We need like something when the thing takes off. Like maybe here? No, we already heard that one. Bro, what? Every Roblox player knows this song. That's crazy. Yeah. Oh well. Now, let's look in another library. Have another idea.
Well, I knew he's hiding somewhere.
No. Let's look here. Let's see. No.
Well, I knew he's hiding somewhere.
Let's see.
8 o'clock. Will you go down to the station and get me
Yes, what? Well, I knew he's hiding.
Will you go down to the station and get me a ticket on the 11 o'clock? Just excited.
So. No, I think we have to look over here again. So. I know you don't see my screen. One minute we can use it, it's just really not that fitting. Anyway, we're using it. 1 second, I'm gonna prepare it into an .gg file. 1 second. Let's see. So now let's make it an MP and an OGG file. 1 second. I'm working on it. Okay. Nice, I've got the file ready. I'ma show you in a second. Okay. Okay, so you should see my screen now, hopefully. And yeah, see, I've put it into here. Only us.ogg. Works great. Next up, let's link it. So sounds.json. So let's go only us. Put it into here. Save that. Close that. Done. F3T. Play sound only us. Master ID. Works. Good. Now. The thing is, it's way too loud. Like, it's really way too loud. What do we do now? What do we do now? Like, this triggers the cutscene. I mean, what I think would be cool is, like, when you start this process, like, here. So I'm gonna write a little bit of a more complex play sound command so I can more detailed control the volume. So execute as at A at S run play sound only us. Let's play that under, yeah, master at A, boop 17 blocks maybe, and let's go volume 0.5. Good. Yeah, we just cannot straight up hear it. Now we can. Oh no, that loops. Wah! So let's go like this. Yeah. What? Okay, now yeah, just straight up can't toggle it. I actually believe that it's a bad location. Let me think. Let me have a look. So, I think if I do it over here, that could work out. Let me have a look. Sorry. Let's see. I think if I just here. Yeah. Good. Why doesn't it fade out? Weird, but sure. It's way too loud. It's just straight up way too loud. I have to make it more quiet somehow. Let's go 0.2. Is that quieter then? If I go. Yeah, it's really quieter. Or am I completely tweaking? Yeah. No, it's quiet. Ah, it works. Wait, I can then do that at the engine sound as well, right? Let's see.
Welcome to Minecraft Flight Simulator. Today, I am going to be your flight instructor
So,
and tell you all about aviation.
let's see.
Let's get started by turning the engines on.
Let's see. Hopefully it's more quiet now.
Great. Now,
Yes.
passengers would be boarding, but today we are flying alone. Please request takeoff clearance from the ATC tower.
Airbus A320 request taxi to runway 7.
Oh, you can actually understand what they're saying.
Airbus A320 taxi to runway 7 via taxiway Alpha Bravo Delta.
Great. I am going to take over the taxiing now. This is the runway.
Where am I?
All planes take off.
What the?
To take off, apply full power using the throttle lever in the middle of the cockpit and watch the magic happen.
Nice, the music starts.
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now.
Nice, that works. Pretty cool. Right? I mean, come on. Scoreboard player set at A. I think what would be cool if, like, once you reach the cutscene, the engine sounds just get way louder. You know what I mean? Could be quite cool. It really could. It really, really could. So let's go. Map 1. Yes. Not 16. Straight up at the player, like, whew, insanely loud. But come on, it's not fun if we don't do it like that. Boop. And boop.
This is the runway. Here.
Yeah, that's really the runway, huh? At least she loaded in. Pew, 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 pew. Let's stop sound. So you can then hear the louder engine.
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now.
Oh yeah, that works. That's really cool. Stop sound at A. Scoreboard player set at a in-cuts intake of 0. Good. I think that's a really, 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 really cool basis. Yeah, and then it's so loud. So I believe we should just straight up turn around again and go here. Now, the hard part is now to basically find out when it aligns perfectly. So say hi. As well, oh my. As well as. There you go, setting it that to 0. Yeah, let's see. Boop, boop, boop.
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now.
Almost. Almost. Like really, 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 really close. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop.
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now.
Yes, that's perfect. That's literally perfect. Couldn't be any more perfect. Nice, 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 nice. So what we have to do is, well, again, spawn an armor stand, I believe. So, yeah, might as well just snatch that one. And put you here. That basically summons the armor stand at the position of the player. I wanted to say, but it didn't really quite let me to say that. So then, once that finished, we go execute as... No, I have a command for that, honestly, at this point. Why am I typing it manually? This one. Beautiful. Boop, boop, boop. Teleport the player back. As well as deleting the armor stand itself. Good. Let's see if that works. Highly doubt it, but yeah. Anyway, boop.
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now.
I hope the armor stand is down there. No, where is it? Wait. Yeah. Yeah, that worked. Wait, that actually worked. As well as game mode adventure at A. And yeah, that should be it. Like, that's the flying cockpit down there. So let's...
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now.
Where are we? We're back. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. What would be even cooler is if we would be able to flipping clone the rotation of the player. That's gonna be hard, isn't it? We have to summon the armor stand here. I mean, you do make this like that, right? One second. I'm gonna ask my best buddy. Okay. Got a way to do it. So you select this roll, no gravity, boop boop. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That just doesn't work. Work. 1 second. Maybe we have to then teleport the armor stand. Yeah. I have an idea how I could do it. Basically, right here, I summon the armor stand, and then I go execute as add s run teleport addy tag tag equals what is his tag actually? Player pause. Tag player pause. 2 1 1 1. No, that's not how you do it. Yeah. Nope. 1 second. I think I've got away. Yes. So let's quickly disconnect that and press the button.
I am going to pull the nose up now.
And the armor stand is as exact as it can go. Teleported to there. So that works. Nice. Really cool. Like it. And let's make the teleport command a bit more specific. 1 second. You come on time. Woo! There's one. Let's see if that works. It'd be really cool. So basically, if we now exit, yeah, we don't want it. So I'm gonna face this way and press the button
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now.
and get the cutscene. Oh, and we face down. But facing down is better than facing that way. I mean, honestly, come on, that's way better. So what I don't want is the armor stand to be so blatantly visible. So effect give addy tag equals player pause invisibility infinite 255 true. Nice. Let's see if that works now. So
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now.
yeah. Nope, it just absolutely does not. Great. So what do we do now? Let's go like right here. try again.
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now.
No, it's still here. Weird. I have a different idea, however. I make boop boop. I make this too shorter. And here too longer. Okay, let's see how that looks. Now it's
Nice.
way
I'm
shorter,
going
you
to
know.
pull the nose up now.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. I mean, it's already quite a few command blocks. But that's fine. That's really fine. So now it cannot say I. Come on, I cannot do that. Let's make it a blank one.
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now.
Good. So let's go. Game rule command block output false. So now I should
Nice. I am going to
I
pull
should
the
not
nose up.
see like the game mode. No, I still see the game mode. Game rule command no. Send command feedback false. Maybe.
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now.
That's it. Good. So yeah, that's already pretty good. Yeah, then she requests the autopilot. So let's just... I think we can do the autopilot logic over there. Let's take a voice line building block. I always call them like that, because why not? So, voice number 8. Yes, that looks good. Voice 8 master at S. So let's take this T slash enter.
And we are in the air. Great job. Now let's turn on the autopilot. To do so, press the autopilot button in front of you.
On the autopilot. To do so, press the autopilot button in front of you.
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now. And we are in the air. Great job. Now let's turn on the autopilot. To do so, press the autopilot button in front of you.
Great. And that's really cool, I think. Did you know that if the user... Oh no. So now I have to begin. Now I have to build 2 new sets, you know? Set number 1 is in the air, flying over a city. I have no idea how I'm supposed to build that. And set number 2 is cruising. I believe we should, in the air, make it just, yeah. Make it blue on all sides, maybe. And then like with some clouds. And then with some, and at cruising altitude it's just black on top and like blue all the way around. And some clouds in there. That's gonna look insane. So let's just to build the new sets. So light blue concrete, beautiful. Nope. Fill light blue concrete. What could also be cool is like mountainside. Yeah, that doesn't matter anyway right now. So light blue concrete, as well as, you guessed it, light blue, not banner, concrete. Boop. Yeah, now you see it's really dark in there. I mean, it looks insane with shaders, but that's what we're planning to do. So that's why we're going to fill from here to here. Light replace air. You see now it's lined up like that. I think that looks quite cool actually, yeah. That's pretty nice. The question is, do we want to really see every single corner? Or do we want it to be like into the nothing? So let's take the light block. Oh Jesus. I mean, I've done this before. You know, I just want to know how it looks. So slash fill boop 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 air. Yeah, looks cool, I guess, but I think it has to be earlier than that, because you can still wait on second thought. Slash fill boop 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 boop. Light blue concrete. Oh, that actually kind of looks nice from here, because with shaders you can't see the end of the room now. Well, you can, but come on. So let's make some clouds. Yeah, I'm not creative anyway, but I just need some clouds anyway, so let's build some very ugly clouds. But I don't really care, because a cloud is a cloud anyway, so what do you want? Now where it gets darker, we also need some clouds. You know, so it doesn't look empty. Let's make a cloud like right here. Oh, that looks really cool. Nice. And one right here maybe. My luck is that I don't have to worry about the third dimension. No, let's keep that open. So let's first see how that looks from the outside. Oh, that actually quite looks funny. But it ruins the illusion that you can like see the end. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I have to remove the light from the edges of the room, you know. So let's go from here, fill from here to, well, here. Air. So we don't... Yeah, you can still see that, so that wasn't enough. Now let's go fill from here to, well, here. Air. So you see now it's like way darker. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I messed up here. Those have to be, of course, gone as well. Okay. Now that the light blocks vanish. What? Okay, so let's go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And just mine, you know, our way through there. You know what? No. I'm gonna place a block right here. Right here. Fill. Air. How does that look? Cool, but weird that it's like very... Okay, how would that look? Like it has some dark spots like it should have, but because of those here in the bottom layer it doesn't quite really have the effect that I want it to have, you know? Let's see. It's better. I can't say no to that. It's for sure better, but still not really what I want it to be. So let's see if I can then next up fix that, as well as destroy even more of them in the middle. So nice. How does that look? Yes. No. Looks horrifying. Fill. Boop. 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 Air replace light. So now there's literally not a single light block, but it still looks crappy. So let's go even higher up. Fill. No. Air replace light. You know what? I have a better idea, I think. Fill. Air replace light. Let's remove every single light source. And basically let's give ourselves night vision. And like on the clouds we add like a bit of light, you know, so that the clouds stand out a bit, but nothing really too bright. I think that could be quite cool, wouldn't it? So let's give all the clouds the 4 light that we have, you could say, promised them in a kind of. Nice. Boop, 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 boop. Nope. Boop, boop, boop. Now they're all lights with exactly a value of 4, because if a single light is brighter, it's all ruined, and we really don't want that. Let me tell you that. Good. last cloud, boop, 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 boop. And then effect / effect clear array night vision. That all? Yeah. See? Now you can see the clouds. I think that's cool. Come on, that's really cool. What is just annoying me is how painfully bright the cockpit is. That is because... Wait, there ain't even a light in the cockpit. Oh. Let's go time set night to simulate how it would really look. No. Time set midnight. Okay, now it's dark. How would that look? Oh, that looks really cool. That looks insanely cool, right? I mean, you can see the clouds. You can see the clouds have some light, but it's nothing too strong. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I quite like that. / time set day. No, time set noon, in fact. 1 second. Okay. Good. What? That looks like the real sky. Wow. Now we literally just cloned it. It's straight up. Now we literally just cloned it. It's straight up the same. But let's go effect give array night vision infinite 255 true. Boop, 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 boop. There has to be a simpler way to do this, and yes, in fact there is. I've just thought about it. If I clone you to, well, here we should have, theoretically, yeah, you see we cloned the clouds down there, and then let's fix it up. So let's go fill boop 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 light blue concrete, just like that. So what we have done now is we have basically just literally switched floor and ceiling, but I believe that the light is still at the top. So we're gonna go part 2 of our little experiment. Clone you to you to here. Good. 1 second. So now you see all clouds have got their lightning perfectly aligned, and then we just go fill you to, well, nope, that's too risky. You to you air. You see? As if it was never at the top. That's what look we were going for. Let's see how that would look. So again, time set midnight. Oh yeah, and effect clear array night vision. Boom. Now it's nice and dark. And the clouds are at the bottom. What of course would be even cooler if the clouds move. But no, I'm not doing that. No, no. It would be so cool. But I don't want to do that. So we're not doing it. End of discussion. Let's time set noon. Basically, like, that's what shall appear after that. So let's just go for the clone. Clone you to you. What? That shall not happen. Come on. Clone you to you. And where do we want to paste it? You guessed it. Here. So let's go into the cockpit and watch this funny thing live. 3, 2, 1. No. Let's make the cockpit dark. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice and spooky. And if you like walk out, you see like, and if you walk into the cockpit, you like see it cruising. That's almost too cool. Okay. So let's see how that would look. So we're gonna completely go back into the main menu. Simple as that. Play.
Welcome to Minecraft Flight Simulator. Today, I am going to be your flight instructor and tell you all about aviation. Let's get started by turning the engines on. Great. Now, your passengers would be boarding, but today we are flying alone. Please request takeoff clearance from the ATC tower.
Airbus A320 request taxi to runway 7.
Airbus A320 taxi to runway 7 via taxiway Alpha Bravo Delta.
Great. I am going to take over the taxiing now. This is the runway. Here, all planes take off and land. To take off, apply full power using the throttle lever in the middle of the cockpit, and watch the magic happen.
Forgot about this.
Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now. And we are in the air. Great job. Now let's turn on the autopilot. To do so, press the autopilot button in front of you.
Okay, and here there shall be autopilot button. And yeah. That's broken lightning, but sure. That is also quite funny. Maybe we should despawn the bridge when the plane takes off. Because that's not really realistic. Ow. So I believe that there was a command that despawns the bridge, right? Where is it? Where is it? Come on. I know there is one. I'm just looking for it. Yeah. Wait, that's quite a lot actually. Let's run it and see what did it fill with air. I have no idea what it did. I tell you that, but it runs every time, so it can't be something bad. What is this even? Yeah, I believe that's it. Yeah, that's it. Great. So no. Wait, no. Let's do it right here. So if I was to... where's the telerom? There it is. Boop. Boom. Play again. I mean the bridge. And if
Welcome to Minecraft Flight Simulator. Now, your passenger should be boarding, but today we are flying and tell you all about aviation. Please request
Airbus
takeoff clearance.
A320
Let's get
taxi
started
to
by
runway
powering the
7
engines
via
on.
taxiway Alpha Bravo Delta.
Great. I am going to take over the taxiing now. This is the runway. Here, all planes take off and land. Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now. And we are in the air. Great job. Now let's turn on the autopilot. To do so, press the autopilot button in front of you.
well, no, we're like the command block didn't execute. Oh my god, I'm so stupid sometimes. Oh god, damn it. Let's rerun everything, it's not that long anyway.
Welcome to Minecraft Flight Simulator. Now, your passenger should be boarding, but today we are flying and tell you all about aviation. Please request
Airbus
takeoff clearance.
A320
Let's get
taxi to
started by
runway
powering
7
the
via
engines on.
taxiway Alpha Bravo Delta.
Great. I am going to take over the taxiing now. This is the runway. Here, all planes take off and land. To take off, apply holding. Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now. And we are in the air.
Yeah.
Great job. Now let's turn on the autopilot. To do so, press the autopilot button in front of you.
It's really funny. I can't even crouch or even uncrouch. That's funny, I guess. So basically what I have to do is make this door I just have to close this door up, don't I? But how do I reach the door? Yeah, here. On second thought, that's actually quite easy anyway. So, because if I apply redstone, it turns on. So let's go boop, cup, boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Set block, and this is the door control. So here the user spawns in, like, where do I say, like, gate 17 here. So let's set it to redstone block, so that even if the door is closed, no, let's set it to air. So power it to close the door, you know what I mean? So like she says she's gonna take over taxiing and we close the door. Good. So let's run a game again.
Welcome to Minecraft Flight Simulator.
That did not work at all.
I am going to be your flight instructor and tell you all about aviation. Please request takeoff clearance from the ATC tower.
Maybe because I have to. Do this. And then run the game. So T booty boop. Boop boop.
Welcome to Minecraft Flight Simulator. Now, your passengers would be boarding, but today we are flying alone. Please request takeoff clearance from the ATC tower.
Airbus A320 taxi to runway 7.
And she stood, and while she's saying that,
I'm going to take over the taxiing now.
the door closes. Nice.
This is the runway. Here, all planes take off and land. To take off, apply full power using the throttle lever in the middle of the cockpit, and watch the magic happen. Nice. I am going to pull the nose up now. And we are in the air.
And it's
Now let's
gone.
turn on the autopilot.
But the user doesn't see that because the door automatically closed. Okay, now let's program the autopilot button. Where is the button? Here it is. Is that a good position for a button? Yeah. That's really nice, however. Then we need, an autopilot engage sound. 1 second. I'm gonna look for one. And yeah. So let's go here. Airbus autopilot engage sound. Let's see. I only find stuff that's like engage, disengage, but like I just need engage, okay? I really just need engage. Because I found that.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead. Go around. Wind shear ahead.
V1. Stall, stall. Speed, speed, speed.
Pull up.
Priority right, priority left. Fuel input. 2,500, 2,000, 1,000, 500, 400, 300, 200, 100, 100 above, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 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 10, 5, minimum, minimum.
Like that. I really just need autopilot engage. Like, it's not that hard, come on. Let's see. Airbus autopilot engage sound. Oh, there isn't. Oh. Okay. Then let's look for the disengage. What's this? Oh. That looks good. I'm gonna get the master warning. 1 second. Auto pilot disconnect sound. Let's see. What is this? Yeah, it's the ding. It's master caution. Okay, Airbus master caution. Caution. If you want me to stream Microsoft Flight Simulator sometimes, yeah, just tell me. No, that's master warning. I need master caution. No. That's the fire. No. I mean,
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
I could probably do a
Gear
lot
ahead,
with
wind
those.
gear ahead. Go
Retard, retard, retard. 10, 5. Minimum, minimum.
Anyway, I'm happy with the Airbus master warning. So let's call you, well, yeah, master warning. So let's go with, like, what is a sound that's normal you with autopilot, you know? Is there like Boeing autopilot? Yeah, every single FGeek is gonna cry if I mix Airbus and Boeing sounds, but sorry, I need them. Yeah, but they're just so ugly. Sorry. What do we have here? No, that's the pull-up terrain. Yeah. What do we do now? I don't find the sound that I want. Wah! Okay, anyway. Then I guess let's put that one there. So, there you go. Options, resource packs, open pack folder. Says resource packs. Okay, so now here on the assets, Minecraft sounds custom. So here's like every single sound file that I use. Okay, let me quickly check something.